Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I am Janice. Welcome to the Right Way. I am going to be talking about my whips and plans for finishes for 2025. Some of these you've seen before, some of them you may not have seen, or you might not remember because they were so far in the past. But basically these are projects that I had started before that I'm going to continue working on and hopefully finish in 2025. So first up is this quilt that I made for my father. It started out as a sew along with the quilted forest, yes, and this is what it looks like. Now I am hand quilting this quilt and the blocks are very intricate in my opinion, and I'm trying to make the quilting match the blocks, so it's taking me a while. There are two blocks on the quilt. This is one block and this is the other block. So I have started with the hand quilting for this block. There are 5 of these blocks on the quilt. I have hand quilted 3 of these, and so I have 2 more, and then I have 4 of this block that would need to be quilted. The sashing is already quilted and the border is already quilted. On the back of this quilt I have flannel, and through the flannel, this one you can see some of the quilting. So hopefully you're able to see that. So that's project number 1 that needs to be finished, and hopefully it will be finished soon. Project number 2 that needs to be finished is my Candice 2 quilt. You guys have seen this before. I made this with fabric that was sent to me by Liana from Pastry Queen Farm Adventures. I have sandwiched it and I did the birthing method where I sewed it on the wrong side, pulled it through, stuck out the corners, so it has no binding. But it needs to be quilted, and this will be a simple straight line quilt on the sewing machine, and this one will be donated. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is the paper piecing, English paper piecing that I did while on vacation. I have sandwiched it with this fabric on the back, and I'm going to hand quilt this, but I'm committed to finishing my dad's quilt first and then I will get to this one. So that's project number 3. Okay. All right, project number 4 is my nephew's quilt, the husky. Oops. the husky quilt, and I have pieced 2 rows. So this is row 1, which is 1, and row 2, so you can see the husky's face. So that's number 5 or 4. I've lost count already. Okay, so that's another project. 1, 2, 3. So this is 4. So project number 4 to be completed. All right, project number 5, charms and strips, which I did on vacation. This is a completed quilt top, and it needs to be sandwiched and quilted, and I'm going to also be donating this quilt. So this is 5. Number 6 is the Cotton Cuts Tree of Life, which you have seen before. I need to figure out how I'm going to do quilting on this one. Yeah. So that's number 6. All right. Number 7 is the Legit Kits Vortex, which I have in this bucket here. It needs to be completed. I have this one to complete, to finish a row, and then I have the last rows to complete. So this is part of it, and this is another part of it. And this is another part of it. It's upside down. And then I have this whole big part, which for this one I use my own fabric from my stash, and I'm hoping it will have the same effect. I tried to make sure that the fabric I used was the same tone and quality of the fabric on the kit. So that's this one, and that. Was that it? All right, and number 9, which is the final whip that I'm planning to work on this year, is my block of the month for my quilt guild, Quilt and the Gang, with Sean, the guy who sews. We meet virtually and we have a block of the month challenge. I make the blocks using these black blocks, grays and whites, and we print the blocks off. So these are free patterns. So the 2 blocks for this month are this one, Arrow Crown, and this one, Air Castle. And the idea is that you would choose one being more basic and the other one more advanced. So I have the blocks we made already in here, so I'm going to be showing you all the blocks so far. We have this block, this block, this block. Yeah, so I have fabric in here to complete the other blocks, and when I get to a nice round number, then I will put them together and make a quilt top. So those are my whips for that I hope to complete in 2025. Do you have any whips? What are your plans to complete them? I think I counted 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9. I keep losing count, but 8 or 9. Let's just say 8 or 9. So that's the plan for 2024. I'll be working on completing these whips, and well, this will be ongoing. I think once I have a good number, I'll put it together, select another colorway, and start again. So thank you so much for joining me today. Be kind, walk good, more to come.